Copy. We get a chance to catch up with some of our player interviews, and we start out, we always do it numerically, so we start out with number one, and it just happens to be the young kid on the roster, the newbie here, Garrett Zimet, joining us here. And Garrett, how did it feel to get the news that you're going to be playing with the Doc Stewarts here this summer?
It felt good. I was kind of nervous a little bit because I didn't really know Coach Robbins and know what I was going to be coming into, and I kind of liked the intensity and the structure that he sets for us.
Yeah. I mean, how much did he talk to you about it going into tryouts and stuff like that? I know he kind of broke it down into younger class, the sophomores and freshmen to try out, and then the juniors and seniors. Obviously, as a sophomore, you were part of that younger group, but you're playing with the bigger group. Did he talk to you much about that during the tryout period?
Well, actually, what happened is I showed up the first day for the younger one, and he actually sent me home and told me to come back, and so I practiced with the older guys both days. So I never really got to practice with the younger guys. So I was kind of expecting to be on Docs after that, but it was still like, am I actually going to be on Docs? So it was kind of just like, we'll see.
When you got the news, were you pretty excited about it then?
Yeah, I was pretty pumped. I was like, it's going to be a good opportunity to get better and get some good coaching.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've obviously gotten a chance to get out the field a little bit. You get a couple of starts on the mound as well as a start out in left field. So far, how's the experience been? What do you think of the competition level coming from the spring season with the Roseburg Indians?
The competition's definitely a lot better. You take a bunch of these 6A schools and you group them together and you get all their best players. They're obviously, the teams are going to be better. But it's definitely a different pace up here than it is at Roseburg.
Yeah, here's the moment where you get to have everybody else stop by and sneak in a little bit of jabs while you're having to do the interview here, and we'll get you done here in just a few as we talk with Garrett Zimet. So you've gotten some experience here. How do you feel like your performance has been? Do you feel like you're kind of living up to the expectations as a young kid getting a chance to play at this level for the first time?
I feel like I've done some good things, but I feel like I've also done some very sophomore-ish things, made some childish mistakes, not necessarily like bad, just like some thinking errors that I shouldn't have, but I think it's definitely getting better as we go on.
Obviously, it's a learning opportunity for you. You feel like this will be something you'll be able to really build off of into your junior season there with Roseburg then?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's going to benefit me a ton being up here.
Yeah. I know you're a multi-sport athlete there at Roseburg. I know from football, remember that you're out there with the Roseburg Indians. Did you do a winter sport? I don't recall.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
I just worked out in the winter with baseball.
So football season, how do you feel you're going to be going into your junior year? Do you have aspirations on what you're going to be doing coming up during the fall season?
Well, it just kind of depends on what happens at the quarterback position because right as of now it's between me and Jace, and he wants us to split time, but me and him want it to be one or the other. We don't like doing that thing because it's just going to be hard for everybody. So it's just going to depend on who gets that spot, and then the other one will be at receiver.
What's it like doing the summer base? I mean, I'm sure you've played summer baseball the last couple of years, so doing summer baseball and the demands of what they ask for you to do on the football field, you kind of have to split time during the summer when baseball really takes a lot of your time.
Yeah, that's a thing that's kind of hard because our coach really wants us to come out, and it's just really hard with as many games and practice we have. Yeah, he really bugs us to get us out there. That's for sure.
Have you been out to any practices so far?
I have not, but I'm going to start going to the morning ones when I can.
Yeah. So you got a chance here with the Docs, first time here at the big club, but you know a lot of these guys from playing with them on the Roseburg Indians. But team chemistry is always kind of a big question at the start of the year for all these all-star clubs. What's it been like for you getting to know some of the guys that come from around the rest of the county? Well,
I knew of everybody pretty much, and then just getting to know them. They're all great people, and there's so much fun to be around. So it's like took 2 games, and we're all like super close, having fun together. So it's pretty nice. I like it.
It's the first kind of big road trip for you guys coming here to Klamath Falls here today. You guys are staying overnight in a hotel. You guys excited about bunking up?
Yeah, we're all talking about what's gonna happen, who's gonna sleep with who. So it's gonna be fun to see what happens after we get 2 wins tonight.
Have you had bedroom assignments, any of that kind of stuff yet, or are they leaving it up to you guys?
I don't know. We don't know how that's gonna work. I'm guessing it's gonna be like a show and go. Tell us what's going on when we get there.
You check in and you get your room assignment. You know.
Exactly.
Looking forward to the rest of this season. I know it's still early on, but is there anything that you're looking forward to most the rest of this year?
No, I'm just hoping we can win a lot of games and go as far as we can.
All right. Garrett Zimet, thanks so much for the time.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, Garrett Zimet, our first player interview here this season with the Doc Stewarts. We'll come back, get ready for game number 2 coming up in just a moment here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
This is for the person stuck in the office. The 9-to-5er. The person who eats, sleeps, and drinks outdoors. During business hours, you play the part. And in the mountains, you're home. But on the water, you go with the flow. This is for the angler, the hiker, the hunter, the adventurer, and you. Shop one of over 80 locations.
So I heard Kelly takes a different one home every night.
Yeah, I heard she took 2 home last night.
I even heard she likes the small ones.
No wonder she's in such good shape.
At Pita Pit, with so many healthy options full of lean grilled meats and fresh veggies, and even small pitas for smaller appetites, you can have our pitas any way you want. And we won't judge. Pita Pit. Fresh thinking, healthy eating.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
This is a Big O Tires. Like our name suggests, we do everything big. And this is our biggest deal ever. Right now, get up to $210 back on your next set of Goodyear tires. After all, when you've earned a reputation for giving customers the best prices on the industry's top brands, well, it doesn't get any bigger than that. Triple your savings today with up to $210 back on sets of 4 Goodyear tires with paid installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Transform your summer with a ski into summer giveaway at Seven Feathers Casino Resort. Enter daily July 1st through the 29th for your chance to win a 50th anniversary special edition 2017 Camaro, valued at over $45,000, or your share of $7,500 in free slot play. Seven Feathers Casino Resort, your place to play. I-5, exit 99 in Canyonville.
Cookie dough. You cannot go wrong with cookie dough.
Rocky Road. Either chocolate brownie thunder or cookie dough.
I'm a big caramel guy. Caramel.
Okay.
Let's be caramel.
Yeah. Rocky Road. Oh, that's Mountain Blackberry Rebel.
Back here at Kiger Stadium, getting ready to go for Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Docs win Game 1, 6-0. Starting lineups making their way up here to the booth, and we will start getting a chance to go through those as we look at the matchups. Why don't we go through the Docs starting lineup? I have that in front of me, and then we'll get the Klamath Falls one once the other guys are done writing down the lineup, and we'll get that to you after a quick break after this. So running through your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup here during our second Supercuts pregame show, pregame for game number 2. First one to let you know, Supercuts is located in the Steel Hunt Run Plaza across from Starbucks on Garden Valley Boulevard. You can save time and check out styles online at supercuts.com. And your Cooper's Pest Control Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup. They have great low rates. Give them a call today at 673-0363. So for the Doc Stewarts, they changed things up a little bit for Game 2. Caden Johnson still leading things off, playing at shortstop. Doran Gillespie will move up the lineup, batting second, playing in right field. At the catcher position, batting third, Spencer Six. Jonathan Stone will hit in the cleanup spot, playing at first base. Jet Black in center field, hitting fifth.
The DH for Game 2 will be Griffin Levine from Reedsport. He'll get his first action of the night, DHing for starting pitcher Cade Meisner. And Levine will bat sixth, followed by third baseman Jay Stoffel. Stoffel starting at third after getting the win in Game 1. And the 8-hitter is Drake Bourgeois. Bourgeois starting in left field for a second straight game. And Jacob Luther will be at second base batting at the batting in the 9 position where he has been so dangerous this year. So getting Game 2 off is Cody Johnson after he made the start at third base in Game 1. They put Jay Stoffel there here for Game 2 and allowed Stoffel to bat for himself. So that is a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, wearing their road blues here tonight on the road at Klamath Falls, coming off of a 6-0 victory on top of Klamath Falls. Docs are now 6-3 on the season, and they are now 1-0 in Area 4 League play, looking to go to 2-0 before they make the trip to Medford coming up tomorrow, where they will take on the Medford Mustangs. Medford, quick check of our Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update here. Medford leading Grants Pass 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th in that matchup. We've got Game 2 of our matchup coming up here in just a little bit. If for those that caught the Garrett Zymet player interview here in between games, we will, if you missed any part of it, you want to share it around, you just want to listen to it again, we will have that interview posted up on the roster page on 541radio.com on Doc Central there. Head to 1490 The Score's homepage at 541radio.com and then click on Doc Central and you'll be able to find the roster. We will post that up on a player bio page for Garrett on online there at 541radio.com, and we will have the interview where you'll be able to download it, share it, do whatever you'd like with it, as we talked with Garrett Zymet in between games here today as the Doc Stewarts get league play underway. So it won't be up very quickly. We're going to be on the road for until tomorrow, so I won't probably get that up online until maybe later this week, as we'll try to get that up on there and get those player bio pages up and running as well on the roster page at Doc Central. So look forward to that coming up here in just a little bit. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back and we'll get you a look at the Klamath Falls starting lineup for game number 2. And we got your first pitch right around the corner. Docs and the Falcons squaring off as we make our way to the nightcap here on 541radio.com and CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Back here at Kiger Stadium as we get ready to go for game number 2 between the Docs and the Falcons. Doc Stewart's Baseball, this is your Supercuts pregame show as we get you ready for game number 2. Check them out online at supercuts.com. Doc Stewart's winning game 1, 6-0. We ran through the Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Doc Stewarts. Let's take a look at what we've got in store for game number 2 for the Klamath Falls Falcons. Leading things off, playing in left field, is John Tacchini. In center field is Caden Bolanos. Blake Loney will be in right field for game 2, moving out from behind the plate. He bats third. Batting cleanup and DHing is Drew Rabel. The first baseman will be Garrett Campbell, and he will bat in the 5 spot. Noah Huffman at shortstop, hitting 6th. Scott Lewis is at third base, batting 7th, hitting 8th. And playing at second base is Let's see here. here's the fun of trying to read the coach's handwriting. Number 6. No, that's not Blake Loney. That is that Gavin. What's Gavin's last name there? Graham. Okay. There we go. Gavin Graham. So I had him. They're still figuring out the roster with this Klamath Falls team. So Randy Adams, my counterpart down here in Klamath Falls, did his best guess helping me out there, and they had changed some numbers on him. So Gavin Graham batting in the 8th spot, and Caleb Waits will bat in the 9th spot, playing at the catcher position. Pitching in Game 2 will be Bailey Whitlock. We saw him in Game 1, I believe. No, that was the other Whitlock. Caden Whitlock pitched in Game 1. Bailey Whitlock will pitch here in Game 2. And he gets DH4 by Drew Rabel. So that is, again, your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Klamath Falls Falcons. First doubleheader of the season, and doubleheaders are always interesting because you kind of got to do everything on the fly, especially we try to make sure that we try to keep it right here at the stadium so that you don't have to have a brief interrupted period of sports talk, and just stick right here, just keep it all with us and get you ready for the second game. And it can be kind of difficult as you wait on lineup cards to make their way up into the booth. So there we go. We are ready to go with our starting lineups as we get this underway. And on the mound, it'll be Bailey Whitlock, a righty, that will throw as they take the field for the top of the first inning. So getting our lineup cards here all squared away. I think that'll do it. There we go. So the Doc Stewart's trying to go to 2-0 in league play. We'll see if they are able to do that. That would be a great start to the season for them as they try to get into the postseason. After last year getting into the postseason as the state tournament host team, I mean, it still counts. It's still an opportunity to try and win a state championship and make your way on to the regionals. But you'd like also to be able to play your way in and make it feel like you have earned the right to be there rather than just being the state host, which you still earn the right to be there, but it feels a little better when you win your way in as well. Klamath Falls, I don't mean that to pick on Klamath Falls. They will be the state host here this summer after they had to pass up the opportunity last year, and the Doc Stewarts took over to fill in that role. So the Docs looking to try and get out to a great start in Area 4 play. Winning on the road, always a difficult task, so it is nice when you're able to do so and be able to do so with a sweep. That is even better than anything. So here we go. Top of the first inning coming up. Doc Stewart's will send Caden Johnson to the plate. Caden Johnson will face off against Bailey Whitlock. First pitch swinging. A blooper out towards center. Drops in for a base hit. That is a tailor-made hit from Caden Johnson. Swinging at the first pitch he sees and sends just a soft liner out to center field. And Caden Johnson will get on with a leadoff single to get the Docs with a base runner on. Doran Gillespie will bat next for the Doc Stewarts. First pitch from Whitlock to Gillespie is in for strike one. Doran taking on the outside corner. Doran moving up in the lineup. Taking over the spot from Cody Johnson, who rests here in game two. One on, an 0-1 count with nobody out. Gillespie pulls down the third base side foul for an 0-2 count now to the two-hitter. Doc Stewart's looking for their first winning streak of the season. I don't really consider it a win streak until you get to at least 3 games, and the Docs looking to try and win game 3 in a row here in the nightcap at this doubleheader. On the mound, Bailey Whitlock, his 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip to stay alive. That one just barely nicked by Gillespie to keep him alive at the plate. Doc's trying to get some runs early on. The last game was the first time they had taken a lead first in about 4 or 5 games for the Doc Stewarts. Gillespie, hard hit ball to third base, picked up by Lewis. He throws to second for 1. The relay to first, not going to be on time. So they get a out at second, 5-4 for the putout as Johnson cut down at second base. Gillespie will get on with a fielder's choice. Hard hit ball to third baseman Scott Lewis, a one hop into his glove, and he's able to make the play to second to get the lead runner. 1 down, and up next it's Spencer Six, the left-handed batting catcher. First pitch, he gets underneath it. That one to right field. Long run coming in for Takini, but he'll get underneath it to retire Spencer Six. 2 down. Six going after the first pitch he sees, flying that one out to left. 2 down, still at first is Gillespie. Jonathan Stone will bat with 2 down and 1 on. Whitlock trying to get through this first inning, allowing just 1 runner on base at any time. A foul backed by Stone. Jonathan Stone, 3 for 4 in the opener. The 0-1, he pulls towards third. A short hop. Lewis knocks it down. His throw to first, not in time. Up to second base goes Gillespie. On with an error is Jonathan Stone. That gives us 2 runners on base for the Doc Stewarts here in the top of the first inning with 2 away. Lewis getting picked on over there at third. A couple of balls hit his direction already. Jet Black will bat. Jet starting in center field once again. First pitch outside for ball 1. Jet in the opener had a pair of singles, had an RBI, 2 runs scored. Strike on the outside corner for Jet. Gives him a 1-1 count. 2 down, runners at first and second, and wanting a fresh baseball is Whitlock. No, he wants a conversation with his catcher. Out from behind the plate comes Waite. Back to the mound goes Bailey Whitlock. He'll come set. He's got a 1-1 count against Jet, and he fires low. That pitch just missing right over the heart of the plate from our vantage point here, high above home plate. Right over the dish, but must have been low. A 2-ball, 1-strike pitch coming up for Whitlock. Strike on the inside corner that time. Jet has an even count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. At first base, Jonathan Stone. At second base, Doran Gillespie. Jet waits for the 2-2 pitch. Grounds it foul down the third base side. So we'll do it again on another 2-2 pitch here for Jet as he continues to battle against Bailey Whitlock. The 2-2 pitch. Low, ball 3. Full count pitch. A walk would load the bases with 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Doc's already with 1 hit, and Klamath falls with 1 error. The 3-2. Ball 4, bases juice as runners moving on the pitch. And I think that the Falcons thought they might have had strike 3 on that one. Bases loaded with 2 down. Up next for the Doc Stewarts is Griffin Levine. Griffin batting for the first time tonight, hitting as the DH. So that means the stats I have from previous games are still accurate for Griffin. Comes in batting .222. He has had limited plate appearances. Takes the first pitch inside for ball one. Fourth game played for Levine. This will be his 10th at-bat. The 1-0 to him. Takes a strike at the knees. 1-1 the count to the DH. The 1-1, and now they're cleaning off home plate. It was getting rather dirty. I had just been noticing that. 1-1 count as the umpire does us all the favor of cleaning off the plate. Jet Black at first, Jonathan Stone at second. On at third, Doran Gillespie. And a ball fouled off by Levine. He's got a 1-2 count. Top of the first inning, lights starting to come on here at Kiger Stadium. The sun is starting to head behind the horizon. No part of the field right now is getting direct sunlight. Lights starting to slowly take effect. A 1-2 pitch for Whitlock. Strike three called on the outside corner. And the strikeout will finish things off here in the first inning. Docs will leave them loaded. No runs on one hit. There was one Klamath Falls error and 3 runners left on base for the Doc Stewarts. We will head to the bottom of the first inning. Klamath Falls coming up to bat when we return. This is Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Bottom of the first inning, Doc Stewart's Baseball brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. Cade Meisner on the mound for the Doc Stewarts to start game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. Trying to help the Doc Stewarts get to a 2-0 record in league. Meisner comes in, just 3 1/3 innings work so far this season. His second game played, as he'll get a foul ball on the first pitch to John Tacchini. Meisner, a 6.30 ERA in those 3 1/3 innings. He has 5 strikeouts, just 1 walk. 1-1 the count after a pitch misses there for Meisner. Tacchini starting in left field. John Tacchini, the 1-1, fouls off another pitch from the hard-throwing Meisner. Tacchini in the leadoff spot in game 1 was 1 for 4. 2 groundouts, a strikeout, and then a single in his last at-bat. He hits here with a 1-2 count. Out of the windup for Meisner. Misses high and inside, a 2-2 count now. Tacchini, Bolanos, and Loney, the 3 hitters, due up here in the bottom of the first for Klamath Falls. 2-2 from Meisner. High and inside, the count will go full. Behind the plate, Spencer 6 for the Docs here in game 2. Jonathan Stone at first, Jacob Luther at second, Caden Johnson at short, and Jay Stoffel at third. We'll get the outfield in a moment. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's the first strikeout of the ball game for Cade Meisner as he challenges John Tacchini and gets him with the fastball. Don't strike out when it comes to water for your home. Trust more well drilling. Keeping Douglas County green since 1947. Call him at 541-459-4039. And on the very next batter, a hit by pitch for Cade Meisner to Caden Bolanos. So Meisner will put a man on. That was quick. Blake Loney will bat with one on and one away. Now working out of the stretch for Meisner. First pitch is high for ball one. Meisner from Sutherland High School. Second year on the Doc Stewarts. His 1-0 pitch fouled away towards the grandstands behind the Docs dugout on the first base side. And it's a 1-1 count now for Blake Loney. The 1-1 pitch, Meisner slide step, fires, and misses high. 2-1 count. Meisner last year with the Docs started one game, pitched in 10, had a 1-1 record. His ERA a little high at 9.22. A line drive, fly ball out to center field. Jet blank easily underneath that one. Straight away center for Loney. Flies out to center for out number 2. Back to first goes Caden Bolanos. 2 down. Cleanup hitter, Drew Rabel will bat. Rabel DHing for Bailey Whitlock. First pitch to him is low and outside from Meisner for ball one. Doc's trying to get out of this first inning, keep it a scoreless ball game, and they might just do it. That ball fouled up. It gets out of play. Back to the dish for Drew Rabel with a 1-1 count. 2 down. The only runner on base so far, Caden Bolanos, after a hit by pitch here in the first. 1-1 from Meisner. Falls down to one knee, but he gets a swing and a miss at the plate. Meisner rearing back, trying to get a little extra on that one. Lost his footing on his plant foot, went to a knee. He'll kick around some dirt, has a big smile on his face. Meisner will reset with a 1-2 count. Runner going, that ball hit to first base. Jonathan Stone will take it and goes to the bag himself to retire the side. Doc Stewarts get out of the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left on base for Klamath Falls. We go to the second, scoreless between the Docs and the Falcons on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Jay Stoffel will lead things off for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts here at top of the second inning. Scoreless ball game. First pitch high and inside to Jace to lead things off from Bailey Whitlock. Doc Stewarts Baseball brought to you by Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone's welcome to shop. 1-0 count for Whitlock as he delivers. Stoffel will take low and outside for a 2-0 count. Jay Stoffel batting for the first time tonight as the pitcher in game 1. Head coach Jeremiah Robbins deciding to DH for him. The defense, or the designated hitter, did come out when Stoffel came off the mound, but he never got a chance to hit as he fouls off a pitch. 2 balls and a strike now for Stoffel, starting at third base. Jay Stoffel this season at the plate, batting .200. The 2-1 takes first strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Jay Stoffel, here in the top of the second inning. Got his 3rd win of the season in the opener. Stoffel's 2-2 pitch skips in. The count will go full. You've got Stoffel, Bourgeois, and Luther due up here in the second. Bailey Whitlock trying not to let Stoffel go, and he will. His 3-2 pitch ends up low below the knees for ball 4. A walk issued to Jay Stoffel. Second walk issued by Bailey Whitlock. So Whitlock puts a man on to lead things off here in the second. Drake Bourgeois, the starting left fielder, he started now back-to-back games out and left. He will come up to hit with 1 on and nobody out. He takes the first pitch. Ball 1, the at-bat here for Drake. Game 1, he had a 1-for-4 appearance, had an RBI on a ground out. That ball is fouled away by Bourgeois. Heard him say that his last name is French. I'll have to confirm with him on that one at some point. From Riddle High School, though. 2nd year with the team. Last year split between the Docs and the Dr. Randalls. The 1-1, he hits a ground ball third base side that is picked up in foul territory. Foul will be the call for strike 2. Bourgeois back to the plate with a 1-2 count. A ball, 2 strikes. Bailey Whitlock set. Check swing, that pitch in the dirt, bounced off a home plate. They will appeal, and no, we did not go around. It'll be a 2-2 count for Bourgeois. So 2-2 pitch here as Bailey Whitlock continues to struggle once getting ahead. 2 strikes, he'll put down a bunt third base side. Scott Lewis comes into field. He throws to first, almost out of the glove at first base for Campbell over there. Up to second base goes Jay Stoffel. So a sack bunt for Drake Bourgeois. Campbell over there having to scoop that one out of the dirt, and you could see the ball poking out of the top of his glove. Almost looked like it might come free for a moment. 1 away, a man in scoring position for the Docs. Jacob Luther will hit. He has been the RBI man this season, and he will hit a line drive. That is caught by the second baseman. Graham diving to make that catch just on the outfield grass, and he doubles off Jay Stoffel at second. A line drive shot that looked like it might for sure drive in a run, taken away, and the inning will come to an end in the top of the second. Double play finishes off. Docs in the second inning, no runs on no hits. There were no Klamath Falls errors and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the second we go. Docs and Klamath Falls are in a scoreless ball game so far on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bottom of the second inning, Cade Meisner on the mound. He lets one get away as he will bean Garrett Campbell to lead things off. Second hit batter of the game for Cade Meisner. Leadoff man gets on base. So 1 on, nobody out as Klamath Falls will try to get first. Cade Meisner fires the first pitch strike now against Noah Huffman, the shortstop. Huffman, a 0-1 count. Started at shortstop in game 1. He takes a cut. He sends it to second. Could be 2. Johnson flips to Luther. To Stone, the throw gets away. Luther carried through the bag on the pitch by Johnson and had to make an off-balance throw to first. So he's only able to get 1. The fielder's choice puts Huffman on at first. They get the lead runner. 6-4 the put out for Garrett Campbell. Huffman on with the fielder's choice. Gavin Graham will bat. Excuse me, I think I have my batting lineup out of order. It is Scott Lewis that's hitting. He takes low and inside. Yes, I have my batting lineup out of order. That's my problem. Scott Lewis is batting. Hits with 1 on and 1 out. Outside from Meisner. Count goes to 2-0. Delivery from Meisner out of the stretch. Misses. The count goes to 3-0. And a visit out to the mound for Spencer Six. Gives us a second here to tell you that tonight's game brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them today at 672-6707. Scott Lewis, the third baseman from Modoc High School out of California. He'll take a 3-0 strike. Now he's seen one. And he's got the hitter's count at 3-1, trying to do something for Klamath Falls. Runner going, that's ball 4, so in safely will go Noah Huffman to second. Lewis draws the walk. First walk issued by Meisner. And now Gavin Graham will bat. Graham playing at second base. Meisner with 2 runners on base, just 1 away. First pitch is outside, ranging to his right. Six will scoop it up. 1-0 count for Graham. Graham playing for the first time. This is Gavin Graham. Jagger Graham got the start in right field in game 1. Gavin starting at second base here in game 2. Time call before the next pitch from Meisner. Caleb Waits is on deck, the 9-hitter. Ground ball right side. Luther going to slide, gets to it. He will not make a throw, but he keeps the ball on the infield. That likely saves a run. That'll be a base hit for Gavin Graham. First of the night for Klamath Falls, and it loads the bases with 1 away. And the 9-hitter Caleb Waits will come up to bat. Infield single for Graham, loads him up. The first pitch, it got him. Beanball, third of the night for Meisner. And that'll bring in a run for the Falcons. They take the lead, 1-0 here in the second. Waits will head on down to first. Klamath Falls in front, bases loaded still with 1 out, top of the lineup now. So Meisner having to pitch his way out of a jam. He's hit 2 batters here in the second and walked a man as well. And out to the mound will go Bo Kearns, pitching coach for the Doc Stewarts. Doc Stewarts Baseball brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Book your travel plans with their travel experts. Now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue in Roseburg. Got a final game on the game 1 from that doubleheader between Medford and Grants Pass. Medford wins 5-4 in the opener. So the Doc Stewarts and the Medford Mustangs are tied at 1-0 in conference play. Docs are hoping to stay in first place with another win here. Kern's having a lengthy conversation with Meisner, giving him some instructions out there. Here in the bottom of the second inning, a 1-0 lead now for Klamath Falls. And our home plate umpire is going to head out there to break this one up. Meisner gets a fist bump from Coach Kearns, and Coach will head back to the dugout as we resume play here in the bottom of the second with 1 run in, bases loaded, and 1 out. Docs almost had a double play earlier on, but couldn't finish it off. They'd love to have one here on a ground ball from John Tacchini. Tacchini 0 for 1 in the game. He grounds one, third base side. It goes foul. 0-1 count to start off the at-bat here for Tacchini. Tacchini did have a pair of groundouts in game 1. See if they can give him a tailor-made double play ball here. Meisner sets. The 0-1 fouled off. And Cade is now ahead in the at-bat. Beautiful view of the mountains out in the distance over the outfield walls here at Kiger Stadium. Beautiful night here in Klamath Falls. Comfortable, very comfortable. 0-2 pitch outside. A ball and 2 strikes now for Cade Meisner against John Tacchini. Seems like normally we make our trip down here a little later in the season and it gets toasty up here in the booth. Hot nights here in Klamath Falls, but a very nice night for baseball tonight. Tacchini's going to put one high in the air out towards right field. Calling for it is Gillespie. He'll catch. He's going to throw it in. Hits his cutoff man. The throw to the plate, not in time. All the other runners will hold. Sac fly for John Tacchini to right field. 2 down, 2-0. Your score, the Falcons in front. Scoring was Scott Lewis from third. Gillespie did a nice job, got it back in quickly, but it was just a step behind Lewis scoring from third. All the other runners held. First pitch swinging got jammed, but that ball just fouled down the third base line for Bolanos, the center fielder. That one would have been a tough pitch or a tough ball to get to for the Docs defense. It was a tough pitch to hit for Bolanos at the plate as well. 0-1 count. Meisner, the pitch, off speed, had him out in front. Fouls off another one. Bolanos now with an 0-2 count. Caden Bolanos is 0 for 0 in the game, was hit by a pitch in the first. The 0-2 count. Meisner taking a second here. Standing on the side of the rubber. Now steps on. Gets the sign quickly from 6. Sets with the 0-2 pitch. Off speed again. Pulled towards third. And Stoffel, a foot race to the bag, will make the play at third to get the lead runner. And that'll finish things off for the Doc Stewarts here in the second inning defensively. Doc's able to get the final out, but they give up the lead as a couple of runs come in for Klamath Falls. 2 runs in on 1 hit. There were no Doc Stewart errors, and you had 2 runners left on base for the Falcons. We head to the top of the third. Docs trail 2-0 on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyze and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Top of the third inning, Doc Stewart's baseball here on The Score, brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? 2-0 the lead. Klamath Falls in front of the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Top of the lineup coming up for the Docs, Caden Johnson, Doran Gillespie, and Spencer Six against Bailey Whitlock. Whitlock so far has allowed just one hit and no runs. He has been able to pitch out of runner in scoring position in a couple of innings. Had the bases loaded in the first. The Docs weren't unable to push a run across. First pitch to Caden Johnson. A strike called on the outside corner to the shortstop. The 0-1 pitch here from Whitlock. Got in on the hands for Johnson. Pops it foul down the first base line, and it is caught by Campbell in foul territory. First baseman running underneath that one for the first out. Nobody on, one away. Doran Gillespie will bat. Gillespie is 0 for 1 tonight. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Was stranded at third. First pitch, he fouls down the third base side. Got around quickly on that one. Out ahead. 0-1 count here for Doran Gillespie. Game 1 for Doran. Batting in the 6th spot. He was 2 for 3 with a walk and 2 singles. Takes a 1-1 count now. Whitlock, the righty on the mound. Works out of his windup. Just misses on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike for Doran. So with Medford winning against Grants Pass game 1, you've got Medford in the Docks at 1-0, leading things off. The two teams will face tomorrow as the ball fouled away. 2-2 for Gillespie. Docks will be at North Medford High School to take on the Medford Mustangs tomorrow. So if you're coming down for the game, make sure you go to the right place. 2 o'clock start time. Our pregame will start at 1:45 tomorrow afternoon. 2-2 to Gillespie. Got jammed. That ball up in the air on the infield. Calling for it, first baseman. Campbell underneath it. Garrett Campbell has made both outs so far on a couple of pop-ups. Jam shots so far for the Doc Stewarts. They've been getting hit in on the handle. And you've got 2 down. That brings up Spencer Six. Flew out to left field the last time he was at the plate. Check swing. Didn't go around apparently. And not called for a strike. So 1-0 count for Spencer. Spencer still looking for his first hit against Klamath Falls as he takes a big cut, swing and a miss. A 1-1 count for the Doc Stewart's catcher, trying to get something going with 2 outs here against the Falcons. Time called before the next pitch as Whitlock was just going into his motion. The 1-1 for Spencer. Outside. 2 balls and a strike now. Base is empty. Second game of a nightcap on the road after a long road trip. I'm sure Coach Robbins trying to make sure the intensity, the focus stays on target for this Docs team. They've been a team that has had trouble with that focus and the mentality side of the game. And late night game on the road, this could be a tough one. Got jammed again. It's another play to first. And Campbell will toss it to Whitlock, who will make the play. 3-1 the putout. Doc Stewarts go down 1-2-3 here in the third. They trail 2-0 against the Falcons, who come up to bat in the bottom of the third inning. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Leading off for the Falcons, right fielder, number 22, Blake Loney.
Blake Loney will lead things off for Klamath Falls as we go to the bottom of the third inning. 2-0 the score in favor of the Falcons. Tonight's game brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? First pitch from Meisner. Got him on the inside corner. A swing and a miss out of Blake Loney. Loney 0 for 1 in the game. Flew out to center field. A hard-struck ball right to Jet Black. The 0-1 pitch. High and inside. 1-1 count. Meisner will wind and fire. Misses outside. Docs with just 1 hit in the game. Same, though, can be said for Klamath Falls. That ball fouled away by Loney. Evens his count at 2-2. Both teams with just 1 hit. Falcons with an error. What was the damage done in the second inning was a walk and 2 hit by pitches. The ground ball up the middle for Loney. A dive attempt out of Jacob Luther. It will come up short, and Blake Loney will get the second hit of the game for Klamath Falls. Gets himself on base with a single to lead things off. So Loney on at first. Drew Rabel will bat. Rabel is 0 for 1, grounded out to first his first time up. A lot of ground balls so far from Meisner. Docs need to try and take advantage with a double play here. First pitch, a swing and a miss. It's some high heat there for Rabel. Got caught chasing. Going after a pitch upstairs. Meisner's got some good pop behind that arm of his. He will fall away as he gets across strike number 2. He is using a lot of twisting and falling away motion as he delivers to the plate. Falling away off to the first base side. The 0-2 pitch from him. Misses further outside this time to the right-handed batter, Drew Rabel. A ball and 2 strikes. Lights really starting to take full effect here at Kiger Stadium now. The 1-2 delivery. Off speed. Ground ball to second. Luther will get it. He goes to second to get the lead runner, and it goes off the glove for Caden Johnson. And so the runner will be safe. So that'll be a throwing error from Jacob Luther. Fielder's choice for Drew Rabel.
23, Garrett Campbell.
So Garrett Campbell will come up to bat with runners at first and second. Still nobody out. Defense letting down the Doc Stewarts there. At least a chance to get one. Luther with the errant throw as a pitch fouled off on the first delivery from Cade Meisner. An 0-1 count for Garrett Campbell, who was hit by a pitch his last time up. For Luther, it was a tough try to turn at second. It was a ball that got to him late. He was out of position playing up the middle and had to go back to his left to get to it. Got around in front of it nicely. There's a pitch outside, a 1-1 count now for Campbell. He got in front of it nicely, made a nice quick turn. His just throw was off the mark, trying to get it there, bang, bang, in front of Blake Loney. He could have taken the easy out going to first. As a pitch just misses outside. 2 balls and a strike now. As behind the plate, Spencer Six holding for effect, trying to get the call. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Meisner against Campbell. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count now with nobody out. Runners at first and second. So the safe play for Luther would have been to go just to get the out at first, but he was trying to get the lead runner and just a bit off the mark on that last play. The 2-2 outside. Count is full. Playing right in front of the bag at third base, Jay Stoffel. Runners at first and second. Up the middle, Luther holding on the runner at second base. Meisner delivers in. That ball hit in the air to right field. High in the night air for Doran Gillespie. He makes the catch. A runner tagging from second. Relay throw will not be there in time. It's a great relay. Luther right on target to third after a perfect strike from Gillespie in right field. Just took too long to get it back into the infield. Tagging and going to third goes Blake Loney. Staying at first was Drew Rabel, one away. So one out, and Noah Huffman will come up to bat. First pitch, high for ball one. So Cade Meisner, unofficially, I got him right around 49 pitches in the ball game. He missed high for ball one in that first pitch and now misses outside for ball two. So right around 50 pitches now as we're in the third inning. Just one out. Thrown a decent number of pitches so far. The 2-0 ground ball third base side foul. 2-1 the count now for Noah Huffman. Huffman, the shortstop, reached on a fielder's choice in the second, came around to score the first run of the game for Klamath Falls. They lead 2-0 on top of the Docks. Game two of our doubleheader. That line drive is going to the patio area. Strike two. Going to the sunning deck down the left field side. And somehow ended up back in play. That ball bounced back out over the fence. 2-2 count for Noah Huffman, the shortstop. The pitch. Reaches for one, grounds it to short. They go to second for one. The throw to first, not in time, and the run will score. Ball took a little too long to get through the middle of the infield. Huffman will get credited with an RBI. Gets on with the fielder's choice. Out at second was Drew Rabel. Scoring was Blake Loney. And Klamath Falls takes a 3-0 lead on top of the Dock Stewarts. 2 outs. And up to bat is Scott Lewis. Runner going, first pitch, throw down to second. Is scooped up by Caden Johnson, but off the mark and in safely will go Huffman. So Huffman with a stolen base. A 1-0 count. Huffman in scoring position for Scott Lewis. And a pitch just misses for ball two. Two-0 count. Meisner trying to find that strike zone. Ground or a ball fouled laser down the right field side. 2 balls and a strike. Meisner, that strike zone's been tough to find for him here tonight. It's been a tight one, trying to work it in there. 2-1 delivery with a man at second and 2 down. High, 3-1 the count. Three-one delivery coming up here for Cade Meisner. Docks down 3-0 at the moment. Going to have to get some offense going against Bailey Whitlock. Meisner delivers to the plate, gets a strike in. On the hitter's count, Scott Lewis taking there. Now a full count. Lewis walked his last time up. Meisner looking to challenge him here on a 3-2 pitch. And he beans him. Dropped him at the plate. I think he got him on the front shoulder, but that one up near the head area, neck area, and Lewis goes down, getting out of the way. For Cade Meisner, hit by pitch has been a problem tonight. That is his fourth of the evening. So Scott Lewis earning the walk the hard way there. Runners at first and second, still 2 down. No action in the bullpen as of yet for the Dock Stewards. Just 1 hit so far here in the 3rd inning. Meisner, first pitch to the hitter Gavin Graham, will wait as he goes to second instead. Yeah, no action in the bullpen for the Docks here in the bottom of the 3rd. Meisner set, looking to second. Johnson holding on the runner. Pitch goes to the plate. That was a jam shot off the hands back behind home for a foul ball. Graham got his hands inside somehow. That ball was right in on him, but he got it off the handle of the bat. Fouled away for strike 1. 2 outs. Runners at first and second, an 0-1 pitch. Another jam shot, swung on and fouled away. Meisner trying to attack that inside corner on the plate there against the Falcons, and that partly and trying to attack that inside edge of the plate there for Meisner seems to be part of the issue why he's got 4 hit batters. Has not been able to work it in there for a strike. The 0-2 count. Meisner, that one inside, backing out of the way. Gavin Graham gets an earful from his own dugout, telling him he should have warned that one. A ball and 2 strikes. Just outside for ball 2. I think this strike zone frustrating Spencer Six and Cade Meisner. Not getting the calls they want here. A 2-2 pitch. Outside again is once again Spencer Six just holds it there. Trying to get a call, and he checks, I think, with the umpire to find out where that pitch missed. And he looks to the dugout like they're asking where the ball was, and he doesn't know why it wasn't strike 3. 3-2 pitch. That ball, a one-hopper to short. Caden Johnson to Jonathan Stone will get the final out. And there they go. Well, there we go. Dock Stewart's get out of things here in the 3rd inning. But a run comes in yet again for the Falcons. They lead 3-0. They've only gotten 2 hits in the game, but some hit batters, that is a problem for Cade Meisner so far. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Dock Stewart's trail 3-0 on 541radio.com and CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage. Top of the 4th inning, Dock Stewart's baseball here from Klamath Falls tonight, brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. Jonathan Stone will lead things off for the Docks, who trail 3-0 against Klamath Falls. Klamath Falls looking to get back to 500 on the season at 1-2 right now. They are also 0-1 in league play, so a win here would get them to 500 in league as well as 500 overall. Doc's trying to get a first 3-game win streak under their belt. Jonathan Stone's 1-0 pitch, pulls towards third. Fielding it is Lewis from his knees. His throw to first is a strike. fielding a hard hit ball at him at third. He went to a knee and grabbed that one as it took one hop. Got up quick, made a strike to first to retire Stone. All around a nice defensive play at third base, the hot corner for Klamath Falls. First pitch to Jet Black is inside, ball one as he hits with one out and nobody on base. Jet drew a walk in the first inning. Bailey Whitlock, his 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Lights truly taking effect now. The wind still blowing out towards center and right center. You can see the city lights off in the distance here in Klamath Falls. Team staying the night tonight. Not sure where we're staying. Bouncing in and Jet swinging and missing at a pitch that was in the dirt for strike two. A ball and 2 strikes for Jet Black. Docs with just 1 hit in the ball game so far. They are being shut out at the moment. Wind and fire for Whitlock. Pitch bounces in. They will appeal, and no, he did not go around. I would agree with that call. We got a great look on these check swings from where we're at here, right down on top of the plate. You can really see how far a hitter goes around. 2-2 count. Jet pulls one. That just foul. That hit on the chalk line and just went foul on the other side. Hard hit ball there for Jet. The foul ball keeps it a 2-2 count. Bailey Whitlock battling here with Jet Black. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-2 bounces off the plate, off the catcher's mask, and over to the Klamath Falls on deck circle. 3-2 count. Jet has already got 1 walk to his total here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Looking to get a second. Jet walked once in the first game, had 2 singles as well. Full count pitch here for Whitlock. High and away for ball 4. So Jet will draw his second walk of the night. And time called as the catcher Waits will head out to the mound to have a conversation with Bailey Whitlock. 1 on, 1 out. Griffin Levine will bat. He struck out looking in the first. Levine hitting for the first time this evening here in game 2. Was on the bench in game 1. Comes in as the DH for the second game of the night. First pitch for Whitlock out of the stretch. Strike on the outside corner. Taking a lead at first. Jet Black, decent lead over there with the righty on the mound. Holding him on. Campbell ready for a pickoff move. Pitch goes to the plate. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Tailing away from the hitter for Levine, and he's got an 0-2 count. Levine takes a moment outside the box for a quick breather there. He waits. The pitcher sets. And bounces in all the way to the backstop. Jet up to second base easily on the wild pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now against Levine, and a man in scoring position for him. Wild pitch. Docs with a man in scoring position for a 3rd time tonight. For Griffin Levine, looking for his first RBI of the season. He's got a good opportunity for one here. The 1-2 pitch. And Levine will step out before the delivery from Whitlock. Whitlock seems to shake off a couple of pitches there from Waits. Finds one he likes. The 1-2 bounces in. And behind the plate, the catcher, Caleb Waits, back there behind the dish. That was a good stop that saves the runner from moving up another 90 feet. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Levine. Digs back into that right-handed batter's box. Goes right side with this one. Might have a chance to stay fair. It will. Heading for third goes Jet. He is going to round for home. That one deep in the corner, and they're going to put the break on late. Levine back to second, no throw. He's in with a double and gets his first RBI of the season. Griffin Levine goes to the deep right field corner to drive in Jet Black. And there you go. Doc's on the board finally. Breaking through against Bailey Whitlock here in the fourth inning, now trailing 3-1. Levine his first RBI. That one easily landed in fair territory, but Jet Black had to wait until it fell to really get a chance to break. But he's able to score easily. Levine was looking for a possible triple. He caught the stop sign from Coach York at the last second. Was probably about 10 feet off the bag at second, had to dive back in. No relay throw goes to second, and so he was able to get in safely. First pitch misses outside to Jace Stoffel. Doc's third baseman hitting with one out and a man in scoring position. He'll take outside for a 2-0 count, and suddenly the Doc Stewart's dugout making a little bit of noise as they're up on the top rail. Top step here on the in-ground dugouts at Kiger Stadium. Very old school feel to them. Classic look on the wooden structure grandstands here. Another pitch misses to Stoffel, and Whitlock suddenly struggling to find the strike zone. He's got a 3-0 count against Stoffel, and that prompts a visit to the mound for the catcher Caleb Waits. With a break in the action, let you know tonight's game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union belonged to Douglas County. Whitlock up to about 60 pitches in the game as he's working through his fourth inning. Bailey Whitlock, after the brief meeting, takes a moment behind the mound to clear his head. Out at second base, Griffin Levine. At the plate, Jace Stoffel. A 3-0 pitch coming. Stoffel takes ball 4. Here come the Fighter Jets again here in Klamath Falls. 4-pitch walk to Jace Stoffel. Drake Bourgeois will bat. He had a sac bunt in the second. Of course, there is a base here in Klamath Falls, and they got to do some night flying tonight, apparently. First pitch to Bourgeois is high for ball 1. 5 straight outside the zone now for Bailey Whitlock. The Jets flying overhead. Got to get to practice landing at night, flying at night, so that's what they're doing this evening. Bourgeois underneath the pitch, high in the air to center field. Bolanos going back, catches that in deep center field. He dropped the ball. The out is made. They say it's on the transfer. And out at second base, Griffin Levine broke for a moment as if he was deking, trying to get the outfielders to think that he was going to run. And time is called as a visit out to the mound. Griffin Levine walking around in the middle of the infield. I think that had the pitcher, Bailey Whitlock, a little confused. So that ball was dropped on the transfer by the center fielder, Bolanos. For the second out, though, he makes the catch on the transfer, drops it. Levine possibly could have made it to third with the drop, but he was just faking as if he'd run to see if he could get an errant throw. So he stays at second base. 2 down. Visit out to the mound for the coaches here for Klamath Falls. So the fly ball out there for Drake Bourgeois. Got a lot behind that one. Just hit it to dead center field for the second out. Jacob Luther will bat. And they may have wanted to talk about how to approach the at-bat for Jacob Luther, who had 2 RBI in the first game. Had 2 singles, finished 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Bailey Whitlock will face Luther here with a runner at first and second. And a strike call on the outside edge. And it's been an inconsistent corner on the plate here tonight. 0-1 count to Luther. High and inside, and the count goes to 1-1. Docs with a run in here in the fourth inning, trailing 3-1 now against Klamath Falls. The pitch from Whitlock is low. Scooped up behind the plate by Waits. 2 balls and a strike for Luther. Top of the lineup waiting on deck. Caden Johnson is 1 for 2. Stovall with a big lead at first. Levine out at second. Takes a few extra steps. And a foul ball on a check swing for Luther makes it a 2-2 count. There's a big moment in the game, it feels like, right here. Doc's trying to claw their way back into it. Luther's been one of their top hitters so far this summer at the plate, looking to try and at least keep the inning going, if not drive in a run. The 2-2. High and inside, almost got him. Buzzed the tower, backed up off the plate, and Luther with a full count. Runners will be heading on the throw to the plate. They've got to make sure that the pitcher, Bailey Whitlock, does deliver to the plate. Time called by Luther before the next pitch. Levine out at second base will take his lead. He'll be going on the pitch home. Stoffel, nobody holding him on at first, takes an extra couple of steps here. He has a massive lead at first. Full count pitch coming up. Luther waits. The runners go. He hits one down the first base line. Bobbled at first base by Campbell. He picks it up. His throw to first gets away. And Levine is going to come to the plate, and no one covering the base. He'll score standing up. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. Jacob Luther ends up at second base. Stoffel goes all the way to third. Levine scores, and the Docs trail by 1 at 3-2 here in the top of the fourth with the top of the lineup coming up now. That'll be an error at third by Campbell, and then a second error will allow the runners all to advance. So 2 errors on that play by the first baseman, Campbell. Runners at second and third for the Docs. Still 2 outs. Top of the order up with the game-tying run at third. First pitch swung on and fouled back by Caden Johnson. So it's 3-2 the score. Docs back in this one. Bailey Whitlock, the 0-1 pitch, is in the dirt for a 1-1 count. Behind the plate, Waits has been working hard. And he's been holding those runners as best as he can. Johnson with the 1-1 pitch coming up here. Takes in the dirt again, knocked again, down again by Waits. That holds Jay Stoffel at third. Stoffel, good speed over there. Not great speed, but good speed. 2-1 delivery coming up for Bailey Whitlock. High and inside for ball 3. And this has been a tough fourth inning for him. He has issued 2 walks. Given up a double to Griffin Levine. And then the defense letting him down a bit as well. There's a couple of errors here in this fourth. The 3-1. High for ball 4 to Caden Johnson. Another walk, third in the frame. The bases are loaded with 2 down. And there is some action going on in the bullpen. Action in the bullpen for Klamath Falls, and they're going to make the call. Going to head to the bullpen here for a reliever for Bailey Whitlock. The new man will come in with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Our game is at a 3-3 tie. No, not a 3-3 tie. It's a 3-2 score. And the Doc Stewart's looking to add the game-tying run here in the top of the fourth. We'll have a new man on the mound when we come back after this 60-second break. It's a call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Migulana Construction here on 541radio.com and CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Oh, I apologize. Apparently, I was caught napping. Apparently, a run came in on an errant throw back to the pitcher. It was an errant throw back to the pitcher?
Yeah, the pitcher dropped it.
Pitcher dropped it, so another error on a throw from the catcher to the pitcher, I guess, and that allowed Jay Stoffel to score. I totally missed that. I must have been looking at my scorebook. So you've got a few errors here in this inning. Runners at first and second. Docs have tied this one up. It's a 3-3 ball game now. At the plate is Doran Gillespie batting for the Docs, and he'll face a new man on the mound. The righty will fire in. First pitch, a called strike to Doran Gillespie. Gavin Graham will take over on the mound. Jared Graham is the name. Not Gavin Graham. Gavin already in the lineup. So it'll be Jared Graham pitching, the righty. The 0-1 pitch to Gillespie is outside for a 1-1 count. Jagger, sorry, not Jared. Coach Whistler could use to work on his penmanship. Jagger Graham on the mound. Throw back to second, gets into center field. At second base, Jacob Luther will get up and head to third. From first to second goes Caden Johnson, and another error here in this frame for Klamath Falls, and it has been an error fest for them. Johnson goes up to second. Luther goes over to third. I've got that down. I think it's the fourth error in this inning by my count. So, runners at second and third. Pitch outside to Gillespie, a 2-1 count for him now. Game tied at 3. Docs fighting their way back now. A 2-1 delivery coming up here for Jagger Graham on in relief with 2 outs. Gillespie underneath one, hard hit out towards left field. That ball going back to the wall. It's gone! The Docs will take the lead on a 3-run shot by Doran Gillespie. He clears the left field fence at the 350 marker, and Gillespie will touch them all here tonight as Doran will put it over the fence for his second of the season, and the Docs take a 6-3 lead. Docs on top here in the fourth. A 2-out rally and a lot of help here in this fourth inning. Doc Stewart's will now send their 9th hitter to the plate. And it's Spencer Six who takes high for ball 1. Out of the windup, base is empty with 2 on. Spencer takes ball 2. The 2-0, high for ball 3. So Six is in a good spot here. The 3-0, Spencer taking all the way. 3 balls and a strike against the catcher. Graham's 3-1 is high and away for ball 4. So that'll walk another runner on, and the Docs will hit through the lineup here in the 4th inning. Jonathan Stone will come up to bat for a second time here in the 4th inning. He made the first out. He's hoping to not make the last out as well. Stone will dig in. He grounded out to third base his first time up. That was against Bailey Whitlock, who started the game. Jagger Graham now on the mound in relief. First pitch is outside for ball 1. So I think in this inning, let's see here. 2 hits for the Docs, 1 a homer and 1 a double. And I believe I've got 4 errors in this frame. The 1-0. Well, I got 2 on the first baseman because he bobbled the ground ball, then he threw bad to first. There's 2 errors right there. And then you had the error on the throwback to the pitcher, and then you had the error on the pitcher's pickoff move to second, I would say. I'd say that's the case. As we debate here in the booth, the 3-0 count now for Jonathan Stone. Pitching, letting the strike zone has just not been there for the pitchers here for Klamath Falls in the 4th inning. 3 walks already, make it 4 walks already given up. Strike on the 3-0 count to Stone. He's got a 3-1 count. Hitter's count here as he tries to do some damage with Spencer 6 on at first. Thought we might see one go out here tonight. Doran Gillespie hitting a huge one. 3-1 pitch to Stone. Strike 2 taken on the outside corner. Full count. 6 will take off at first on the pitch home. The full moon out in left center right now. That thing looking pretty cool. Right behind one of the light poles out there. 3-2 count with 2 outs. 6 will run. And Stone takes ball 4 high and away. Another walk issued for the Klamath Falls pitching staffs. Stone up to first, 6 up to second. 2 down, and up next it'll be Jet Black batting. He walked in this inning. Scored the first run of the game for the Docs. Six runs in here in this frame for the Docs. They lead 6-3. The first pitch to Jet, down the middle for strike 1. We're in the 4th inning. Docs pulling ahead. This is the 11th hitter at the plate for the Doc Stewarts here tonight. Or, well, in this 4th inning, I should say. 0-1 pitch, and Graham will step off. Jagger Graham coming in relief. And if my numbers are correct here, 3 2/3 innings for Bailey Whitlock, the starting pitcher. The 0-1 bounces in, Waits knocks it down, holds the runners. 1-1 count. Bailey Whitlock, 3 2/3 innings worked. He gave up 2 hits, 5 runs, but only 1 of them earned. He had 5 walks, though, and struck out 1. Cade Meisner is the starter for the Docs as a pickoff throw to second, not there in time. Meisner was the starter. He has been in the dugout for a while. I'm curious if they will send him out to throw to go in the bottom of the 4th inning, or if they make a change after a bit of a lengthy rest. The 1-1 high for Jet Black, and the count goes to 2-1. It's been a long 4th inning. I have not noticed anybody thrown in the bullpen for the Docs during the last couple innings, but I'm trying to see if I can pick out Meisner in the dugout. As a pitch low. 3-1 count now for Jet. Noah Burke getting his arm loose down there with the bands, the stretching bands. He could be coming in. The 3-1 outside for ball 4. And Jet will draw a walk. That'll be another one. It loads the bases with 2 outs. So man at first, second, and third. 6 at third, Stone at second, Jet at first. Since the second out was made in the inning on a fly ball to center field by Drake Bourgeois, 6 hitters have come to the plate since that second out was made. 2 down, up to bat with the bases loaded is Griffin Levine. He had the double to right field his first time up this inning. He takes a strike. 0-1 count. Meisner's got his glove in his hand, so he could be coming in. The 0-1 to Griffin. Fouls it back up behind home. It'll get out of play. 0-2 count for Griffin Levine. DHing tonight, the kid from Roseburg from Reedsport High School, out on the coast. A couple of guys, him and teammate Dallas McGill, making those long journeys in from the coast. The 0-2 count for Levine. Graham will come set. Jagger kicks. Fires, ground ball to short. Huffman goes to second, and he misfires there. One run scores, and second run will score. They've got the runner holding at third, and Levine will get on with a fielder's choice. And another error here in the inning. Will score Spencer 6. His run counts. Jonathan Stone scores from second. Jet Black goes first to third. Levine's on at first. So that will, yes, I heard E6 called. That sounds about right. E6. And that brings up Jay Stoffel for a second time in the inning. 12 hitters have come to the plate. Doc's now on top 8-3. First pitch to Stoffel is called for a strike. Quite the two-out rally here. Runners on first and third. Jagger Graham. His 0-1 pitch to Stoffel. Buzzes inside. To steal a term from the guys in the air right now, buzzes the tower. Those things just absolutely cruise through the sky. They are moving. The 1-1 Stoffel, swing and a miss for strike two. A 1-2 pitch coming up here for Jagger Graham, trying to find a way out of this fourth inning for Klamath Falls. The 1-2 pitch. Strike three call on the outside corner, and Jay Stoffel will be the final out here in the fourth. It wraps things up. Doc Stewart's put 8 runs on the board. We'll figure out all the rest of the numbers when we come back. Well, here I got them for you. 8 runs, 2 hits, 5 errors for Klamath Falls, and the Doc Stewarts will leave 2 runners on base. Come back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Doc's leading 8-3 on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio 1490. The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great. Participate.
Bottom of the fourth, Cade Meisner back out there after a lengthy layoff. He gets a swing and a miss on his first pitch of the bottom of the fourth inning. Docs lead 8-3 after an error-plagued top of the fourth for Klamath Falls. The 0-1 pitch fouled back by Caleb Waits. He leads things off. He is 0-for-0 in the game. Got hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to drive in a run in the second. Tonight's game brought to you by Cruz Farms Market, now open for the season. Don't forget the pie. Check swing on the 0-2 pitch. He'll stay alive with the 0-2 count here for Caleb Waits. They are tied after 2 innings between Medford and Grants Pass tonight as a ball hit to left field for Caleb Waits. Gets him on base. First hit of the game for him. Third hit of the night for Klamath Falls against Cade Meisner. Meisner, he's got a comfortable lead here at 8-3, but obviously we can see how things can fall apart quickly for a team. So Meisner and the rest of the Docs defense need to make sure they stay vigilant out there. First pitch, swing and a foul tip back for John Tacchini, the leadoff man. Tacchini, an 0-1 count. He is 0 for 1 in the game. A strikeout in the first. He had a sac fly in the second. He grounds one through the gap at short on the left side again. That is two ground balls to pretty much the exact same spot between third and short here in this fourth inning. Back-to-back singles for Klamath Falls. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Waits out at second base. Bottom of the fourth, the pitch now to the two-hitter. Goes left side. It's picked up by Stoffel. Goes to second for one. The throw to first, a double play. Caleb Waits gets up to third base. He almost wanted to see Stoffel should have tagged the runner who was right next to him, thrown to second, then get the first. Could have had a triple play. Jace, come on, man. I guess we can't blame him for a double play, though. Two down on the ground ball by Caden Bolanos. 5-4-3 on the turn there. Two down. Blake Loney will bat with a man at third. He takes the first pitch for ball one. Strike taken for Loney, a 1-1 count. The 1-1 just misses on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike for Blake Loney. Loney is 1 for 2 tonight, has scored a run. Doc's leading 8-3. He takes high and outside for a 3-1 count. Well, that's school board saying 2-2, I guess. Meisner's pitch. Strike 3 called. That will finish things in the bottom of the fourth. Loney goes down looking for Cade Meisner. It's his second strikeout of the game. Don't strike out when it comes to water for your home. Trust more well drilling, keeping Douglas County green since 1947. Give him a call at 541-459-4039. We're through 4 innings of play. Docs lead 8-3 as we head to the top of the fifth on 541radio.com.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Top of the fifth inning. Doc Stewart's in front right now, 8-3 on top of the Klamath Falls Falcons, looking to go to 2-0 in conference play and looking to advance to 7-3 on the season. Tonight's game brought to you by Bimart. Score big at Bimart where you can get ready for your season for less. Jagger Graham still out there on the mound for the Falcons. It'll be Garrett Zimet that gets a pinch hit here for Drake Bourgeois. Bourgeois coming out, going 0 for 1 with a sac bunt in there. First pitch called strike against Garrett Zimet. Zimet had his first hit as a Doc Stewart during that tournament there at Legion Field, a double that scored a go-ahead run for the Docs. Fouls back a pitch for an 0-2 count. So Zymet, the youngster on the team, we talked to him in between games. He's got an 0-2 pitch coming. Fouls it away to stay alive. So an 0-2 count for Zymet stays as he leads things off in the fifth. We'll see if he goes in defensively somewhere. The 0-2. Line drive out towards center field, making the adjustment, having to come in and makes a leaner for the catch. He dropped the ball at the end. We will say it's a catch, though, as he in center field. Balanos dropping another one as he dropping the ball once again as he transferred it in and out of the hands. Balanos out there has had some issues with keeping it in his hands. First pitch swinging now for Jacob Luther. Fouls it down the third base side. One away, nobody on. Top of the fifth, Docs leading 8-3 right now. Jacob Luther is 0 for 2 in the game, reached on an error the last time he was up. Pitch just outside to Luther. 1-1 count, evens things up. The 1-1 here for Jagger Graham. One count here for Luther. That ball in the air out towards the alley in right center. That should have a chance to get down. It will, cutting it off. Balanos will get in front of it. Balanos sends it back in. Long single there for Jacob Luther. Gets his first hit of the evening here in game 2. He's been on base twice now. Once via the error. He has scored a run as well. Throw over to first base. Luther back in safely. Batting next is Caden Johnson. Caden 1 for 2 in the game. A single and a walk. A run scored as well. Takes a strike on the first pitch from Jagger Graham. This is the last batter to face Graham for the first time in relief. Johnson was the last batter to face off against Bailey Whitlock. He drew a walk. Pitch in the dirt, got a good jump. Luther will head to second base on the wild pitch. 1-1 count for Caden Johnson. And a man in scoring position now. Docs leading 8-3 on top of the Falcons here. Both teams with 4 hits, though. Pitch outside. Again gets away, going to third. Luther gets in safely. The throw not there in time by Waits. So up to the third base now on another wild pitch. And Luther moving around the bases. 2 balls and a strike for Caden Johnson. And they're going to bring the defense in on the grass. Pitch misses again, 3-1 count. And out of the dugout, here comes one of the coaches here for Klamath Falls, walking with a purpose and glaring at the plate. I think he wanted to hear from his catcher here at this point, wanted his catcher to come out, and he's going to draw in the entire infield as well. While we have a break in the action, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball, streaming on 541radio.com and on the radio on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score. Did you play a break or a legal ID? Oh, okay, just play one commercial. We're back here at Kiger Stadium. Still meeting on the mound. Pete Whistler out there with his entire infield in. They are getting a bit of a pep talk, we'll say. While we still have a second here, let's go ahead and get the legal ID in here. We'll pause the 10 seconds and let you know we're listening to Doc Stewart's Baseball here on 1490 The Score.
Let's go.
3-1 count for Caden Johnson at the plate with one out, a man at third base. Here in the top of the fifth inning, Doc's leading 8-3, and it's a walk issued to Caden Johnson. Puts him on at first for a third time tonight. His second walk of the evening. Jacob Luther still on at third base, one out, and up to bat will be Doran Gillespie. Gillespie had his only hit of the game. It was a big one, clearing the 350 sign in left field for a 3-run homer in the fourth inning. That put Docs up 6-3 at the time. They added 2 more runs there in that fourth inning. He'll bat for a fourth time. A chess match going here. Both hitter, batter stepping off, getting things going here. One out, top of the fifth inning. Game 2 of our doubleheader here from Klamath Falls. First pitch down the middle to Gillespie. Gillespie hitting his second homer of the season, now leads the team in that category. Doran has 2. Jet Black has 1. Those are the 3 homers hit so far by the Docs here in 2019. 0-1 pitch from Graham. Fouled off by Gillespie. And 0-2 count now for him. At first base is Caden Johnson. At third is Jacob Luther. Docs in front 8-3 against Klamath Falls. 0-2 pitch. Checking first and now coming set. Graham will fire in, low and outside. The Doc Stewarts will welcome Klamath Falls to Legion Field coming up on June 29th. That should be, I believe, another league doubleheader there. Ball fouled up and going to get out of play by Doran. He'll stay with a 1-2 count. That goes out of play down the first base line. For some reason I had that listed on one of my schedules as the Falcons coming to Legion Field for a single 9-inning non-leaguer, but that wouldn't make much sense, so have to correct that. 1-2 pitch to Doran. He gets underneath another one, high out towards left field. That ball going deep. It could stay fair. It's gone! A second tonight for Doran Gillespie as he hits another 3-run dinger, this time high in the air down the left field line. Just stays inside the foul pole, and he clears the fences and the bases again as the Docs now leading 11-3. Doran Gillespie, have a night, young man. His second of the evening, and the Docs are up big on top of Klamath Falls. Second 3-run homer. He's got now 6 RBI in this game. Scoring Jacob Luther from third and Caden Johnson from first. Spencer Six will try to get his first hit of the game. Fouls off a pitch for strike 1. Spencer is 0 for 2. He's drawn a walk. Wow. I think that is the first time I have had a game where we've called where multiple home runs for the same guy. Is Six loops one out into left field down the line. This should be extras for Spencer. He rounds around first. The left fielder, Takini, will send it back in. A stand-up double for Spencer Six. And with one out, the Docs continue to just get guys on base and move them around. 11-3 your score. Docs in front. Spencer getting a double there. That's nice to see for him. I know it's been a bit of a struggle here to start out the 2019 season, but we know he's a good hitter. He's just got to start getting into that groove, and that is probably going to drive the pitcher Jagger Graham out of this game, and he will hand over the baseball. Klamath Falls will make another call to the pen, brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction. They go to the bullpen. This pitching change is brought to you by your local leaders for any project, big or small. 30 years of quality, affordable work. Call Shelby and Migulena or visit their website, webuildhouses.com. Doc's up big here against Klamath Falls in the 5th inning. A pitching change. Be back after this 60-second break on 541radio.com.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Just one out here in the top of the 5th inning. Doc's already with 3 runs in on the second 3-run homer of the night for Doran Gillespie. And now a new man on the mound after Spencer Six hits a double down the left field line. Taking over will be Jacob Moore, right-hander. Jacob Moore from Hosanna Christian. Earned honorable mention status this year as a pitcher and first baseman. He takes over on the mound for Jagger Graham, who goes 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. He would be credited with Spencer Six's run if he comes around to score. Just 1 out, and batting will be Jonathan Stone. I'm going to say selfishly, I hope he gets a hold of one here. Stone batting. Moore's first pitch. Stone fouls it back for strike 1. I think Jacob Moore wanted to put the first one in the zone, and I think Jonathan Stone was more than willing to go after it. Just didn't get quite on top of that one. Sends it back into the netting for strike 1. 11-3 our score, top of the 5th inning. Jacob Moore, the righty, off speed. Stone goes opposite field. That ball out of play with a couple of foul balls. Jonathan Stone finds himself with an 0-2 count. Stone is 0 for 2 tonight here in the nightcap. Stone did have 3 hits in game 1, a double and 2 singles. Stone has 1 walk in this second ball game. The 0-2 count here for Jacob Moore against Stone. Out at second is Spencer Six. High and inside. A 1-2 count now for Stone. Well, I think that choosing to stay here tonight was probably a good idea for the Doc Stewarts. Game 2 taking a little bit of time. Past the 10 o'clock hour now. The 1-2 to Stone in the air to right field. That ball about mid-depth coming in, making the catch. Six has to get back to second. The throw will beat him there. And there is a double play to finish things off here in the 5th. Spencer Six, not misreading that one, gets doubled off. And that will finish things here in the 5th inning. But the Docs get 3 more runs on a 3-run shot by Doran Gillespie. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Docs on top, 11-3 on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Docs on top, 11-3. Leading things off will be Drew Rabel. 0 for 2 in this game for him. He faces Cade Meisner, who's going to stay in to pitch after a couple of long innings that he's been on the bench just resting. Misses for ball 1. He's got an 8-run lead now thanks to some good offense for the Docs and a few errors for Klamath Falls. Missing inside, a 2-0 count for Meisner against Rabel. Rabel comes into the at bat 0 for 2. Last time reached on a fielder's choice. The 2-0 pitch. That ball off the hands, in the air. Jonathan Stone from first base, ranging to get to that one, will catch it in the air. Out at second base, Jacob Luther probably would have been more the assumed fielder to get to that ball. But he was playing so far back and got a late break on it. He didn't have a chance to get there. Stone picks it out of the air. His long strides get him there quickly. Now first pitch swinging. That ball is tattooed over the left field fence. Garrett Campbell will hit a solo shot over the left field fence. Gets a home run that energizes the crowd a little bit here at Kiger Stadium. He got all of that one, folks. That got out in a hurry for Garrett Campbell. Coming back from OIT after a freshman year there. It looked like he redshirted, but he probably has plenty of familiarity with this field. He tattoos one over the left field fence. It's a solo shot, so it's still a 7-run lead for the Doc Stewarts. Just one out here in the fifth. Up the next is Noah Huffman. That ball well struck, gets into center field. That'll be a single for Huffman. Back-to-back hits here in the fifth for Klamath Falls. And here comes Bo Kearns out of the dugout to talk with Cade Meisner. So 3 homers in this game total, 2 by Doran Gillespie and now 1 by Garrett Campbell on the other side. Noah Huffman with a strong line drive up the middle, as well as Klamath Falls starting to hit the ball a little hard against Cade Meisner. Stays in the game, though. And he'll face Scott Lewis with 1 out, 1 on. Totals right now 11 runs on 6 hits for the Docs and 1 error. 4 runs on 6 hits for Klamath Falls and 6 errors for the Falcons. First pitch to Scott Lewis, and it beans him. Meisner hitting Lewis for a second time. That time he tried everything he could to get out of the way, but that ball had him covered, and he's in some pain as he makes his way to first. And he seems to be, that might have got him on the funny bone. That left arm is dangling. He's trying to work it out. He looks like he's got a dead arm there. Scott Lewis down at first. We'll see if he stays in. Yeah, he's going to stay in. Seems to be shaking it off now. No action in the bullpen from what I can tell for the Docs right now. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Gavin Graham, the scheduled hitter here. And he does bat. Graham is 1 for 2 tonight. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1, he swings and misses at the high heat for strike 2. The 0-2 count. Meisner checking second. Fires in. That ball fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out and runners at first and second. A 7-run lead. Pitch in. Just misses on the outside edge. 1-2 the count now for Gavin Graham. Had a single in the second. Grounded out to short his last time up. Doc's looking for another double play ball. 2-2 now the count. Late one here tonight. The moon is on the move. Now out in straight center field. Full moon just shining bright out there. That ball high in the air, back behind home. Spencer Six chasing. He's got some room, but he overran it. It cut back towards the field, away from the screen, and Spencer could not get underneath it. So the foul ball keeps it a 2-2 count. That ball was coming right back up our direction. Spencer just could not quite get underneath that one. So 2-2 the count remains for Gavin Graham. He's got teammates out at first and second. At second base is Noah Huffman. At first, Scott Lewis. The 2-2 pitch. That ball in the air out to center. Not hit very hard. Coming in, Jet Black underneath it with time. Catches and holds the runners in shallow center field. 2 away. Caleb Waits batting next.
Catcher number 15, Caleb Waits.
Seemed as if maybe things starting to get a little chippy down there on the field between the two teams. – 11-4 our score here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That ball in the air to right field, coming in. Gillespie will get it on the one hop. He throws into Stone, cuts it off, and the bases are loaded on the single by Caleb Waits, his second of the game.
Bases loaded.
Huffman goes to third, Lewis to second. Bases juiced with 2 down. Got a feeling the Docs are hoping that Meisner can get through this 5th inning. See if they can get it through the 5th and maybe go to the bullpen. Keep guys fresh for tomorrow's doubleheader against Medford. Ground ball to second, could be 2. Actually, they only need 1. They go to first to get it. 4-3 on the putout for John Tacchini's ground ball to second. And that wraps up things. Docs will keep Klamath Falls off the board besides a solo homer by Garrett Campbell. 11-4 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Docs in front of the Falcons on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Top of the 6th inning, Doc Stewart's baseball here on The Score, rolling late tonight. This is brought to you by Bimart. Score big at Bimart, where you can get ready for your season for less. We'll have a quick Roseburg Disposal postgame show after this one goes complete, and that way I make sure I don't hold up the team as they pack things up and head to the hotel for the night. So we'll do it quickly and wrap things up and get on our way here this evening. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Docs won in the opener. Final score there was 6-0 as Jay Stoffel and Jacob Luther combined for a shutout there. Stoffel throwing 6 1/3 innings, and Luther coming in for the final 2/3 of an inning. As the Doc Stewarts get the opening win of the doubleheader. Here in Game 2, they're trying to get the sweep. Jet Black leading things off, and he takes for ball 1. Jacob Moore on the mound. Third pitcher used for Klamath Falls here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. His 1-0 pitch. Misses inside, a 2-0 count for Jet. Jet has drawn 3 walks in this one so far. He has scored a run as well. The 2-0 from Moore. Ball 3, and Jet might finish the night with 4 walks to his credit. Granted, it's only the 6th inning. He could come back around again to hit in the 7th. 3-0 count here from Moore. And it's ball 4. Jet will draw his 4th walk of Game 2. Gets on base to lead things off in the top of the 6th. Griffin Levine, the scheduled hitter, he will come up to bat. Keep expecting that things might get switched up a bit with the Docs leading by a comfortable margin, but they are sticking with most of what they were planning on. First pitch, a strike to Levine. Only change we've had so far is Garrett Zymet has taken over in left field for Drake Bourgeois. He had a at-bat in the 5th inning. Came in as a pinch hitter and stayed in defensively. Back in with a head-first slide goes Jet Black as Moore checks on him over there. The 0-1 count. Swing and a miss out of Levine for strike 2. Jacob Moore looking for his first out here. Moore came in and got the final out in the 5th inning. A fly ball to right field for Jonathan Stone. He's got an 0-2 count against Levine, and he misses high and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Well, I was hoping we might go out to dinner after this game with the team, but I'm not sure if that'll be the case now. Might just have to go back and go to bed. Going to have an early day tomorrow against Medford as Levine goes right side, a single into right field. Up to second goes Jet, and that is a single for Griffin Levine. Fighting it off opposite field. I think that's yet another 2-strike hit for him. He's got a single and a double. A double came to right field as well, deep in the corner out there, drove in a run. So Griffin Levine having a nice night. He is 2 for 4. Jay Stoffel batting. Nobody out, 2 runners on. Stoffel will take low for ball 1. One-0 count. One 1-0 for Moore. And Stoffel fouls that one off. So the Dogs will have an early one tomorrow. They go to Medford, take on the Mustangs. Doubleheader starting at doubleheader starting at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Swing and a miss for Stoffel on a big cut there. A ball and 2 strikes now for him. Jace looking for his first hit. He's walked twice and struck out once. The 1-2. That ball in the air. Out towards left center, hanging high in the air. And the center fielder, Balanos, will make the catch. Sends it back in. Balanos recording the first out. One down and up next, Garrett Zymet will hit for a second time. Stoffel may end up without a hit. He's been on base twice, though. That Medford doubleheader got an update, bottom of the fourth. Medford leading 5-2 against Grants Pass. Medford looking to go 2-0 to start out league play as well. First pitch to Zymit's high and gets all the way to the backstop. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Jet Black going to third. And Griffin Levine going to second on the wild pitch. 1-0 count for Zymit. They bring the defense in at the grass. Fouled back by Zymit. That gives him a 1-1 count. He's got a runner at third to try and drive in. Jet Black there. Zymit does have an RBI already this season. A 1-1 delivery, excuse me. Taken for ball two. This season, Zymit, I mentioned he had the go-ahead hit in a game during that tournament there. Zymit has just the one RBI, a chance to get a second. 2-1. Takes for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Jacob Moore. Behind the plate, Caleb Waits signals the pitch. The 2-2, high and inside. And at the plate, Garrett Zymit has a 3-2 count to work with here, trying to drive in Jet Black from third. Defense trying to cut the run off at home. Zymit in the air. That one should at least drive in a run on a sac fly. On the run out there and right, making the catch is Blake Loney. He'll throw back in, but the runners all tag in advance. An RBI sac fly for Garrett Zymit. Picks up his second RBI of the season. 2 down. Scoring was Jet. Griffin Levine will go up to third, and the Docs now lead 12-4, back to an 8-run lead. 2 down. And batting next, Jacob Luther will come up. That ball well struck there by Zymit. He got a lot of that. High and inside for Luther. Takes for a 1-0 count. Jacob, I should say, 1 for 3 tonight. He has scored twice. Zymit just needed to get that a little bit lower trajectory. He definitely would have had a hit there. That ball to right field, that's trouble. Middle of nowhere, a reach for it, couldn't get there. A run will score. Luther is heading for 2. The throw to second beats him by a mile. The run will count, but trying to stretch a single into a double, Jacob Luther is going to get thrown out at second base. Picks up an RBI. As the Docs score twice here in the 6th. And it's now 13-4. Doc Stewart's in front as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Klamath Falls coming up to hit here on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Leading off for the Falcons, center fielder, number 12.
Cade Meisner will come out of the game after 5 innings worked. He's in line to get a victory. It would be his first of the season. Noah Burke will come on in relief to pitch the 6th inning here. A big lead, so it's not a save opportunity. Noah Burke will face Caden Balanos, first pitch swinging for the center fielder. High in the air. Calling for it, Jay Stoffel calls off Caden Johnson to make the first catch. One away, Blake Loney will bat next. One pitch for one out for Noah Burke. Get you Noah Burke's profile here in a minute and try and take a look at the line for Caden Meisner. One out. First pitch, a strike from Burke against Blake Loney, who is 1 for 3 today. Pitch bounces on the outside edge. 1-1 now. So Meisner goes 5 innings work, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. He did hit 5 batters. There's a ground ball to short, scooped up by Johnson. Caden's throw to first is there for out number 2. 6-3 the put out for Loney. 2 down, and up next is Drew Rabel, who will bat with 2 out and nobody on. Rabel is 0 for 3 in the game. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. So 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, but 5 hit batters for Cade Meisner. Definitely an area of focus for him. Noah Burke on the mound, taking over for the Docs. His 1-0 pitch here to Rabel. High for ball 2. This season for Noah Burke. Take a look at his numbers. Misses low and outside, a 3-0 count. Burke this season, his 5th appearance. He's pitched 6 2/3 innings coming into it. He's got 1 save to his credit, 0-0 record at 5.25 ERA. Swing and a miss on the 3-0. 3 balls and a strike now for Rabel. Burke has 2 strikeouts, 1 walk coming into it. Ball in the air. Out to center fielder Jet Black, and it's a 1-2-3 frame defensively for the Doc Stewarts as Noah Burke shuts him down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll head to the top of the 7th inning. Doc Stewart's leading 13-4. This is Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Well, folks, it's been a nice night for the Doc Stewarts, but it's been a long one here tonight. We'll see how that affects things tomorrow as we head to Medford for that doubleheader. Docs still got to finish this one off here. They lead 13-4 on top of the Klamath Falls Falcons. Leading things off for the Doc Stewarts in the 7th. At the top of the 7th, it'll be Caden Johnson that'll come up to bat. Johnson is 1 for 2 in the game with 2 walks and a single. He'll hit the first pitch from Jacob Moore, trying to backhand it at second, and it is misplayed. An error will get him on. That is Gavin Graham there at second base that makes the error. And for Klamath Falls, boy, get them all out of the way here tonight, right? You know, it has been a tough night as it is. Just get them all out of the way here this evening. First pitch, high to Doran Gillespie. Gillespie with 2 3-run homers here in this ball game. 6 RBI. He's been on base 3 times. He is 2 for 4 in the game. Slugging percentage going up a bit here this evening. He takes in the dirt. 2-0 count. 1 on, nobody out. The 2-0 pitch. Gillespie gets another one deep in the air out to right field. This one not going to be deep enough. It has the right fielder Loney twisting and turning. He'll make the catch. Tagging and going to second will be Caden Johnson. Johnson realizing that Loney out of position to try and get that ball back in quickly. Was able to tag and swipe second. 1 away on the fly ball out for Gillespie. I thought he might have a chance to go for a third. Going opposite field there. That ball hit pretty well, but shy of the warning track. 1 down. Man at second, and Spencer Six had a double his last time up. Will bat, and he takes outside for ball 1. A 1-0 pitch coming up for Six. Spencer is 1 for 3. He gets one into center field. That one right to Balanos out there, and tagging and heading to third goes Caden Johnson. He's just making his way around the bases on these fly ball outs for the Docs. So that ball goes straight to center field, and Six is out number 2. A couple of hard hit balls that just went kind of right to defenders. Loney had to work in right field on the ball hit by Gillespie, but the one there by Six went right to the center fielder. 2 down, a man at third, Jonathan Stone batting. He gets one well hit out to left field. That's going to get over the top of the left fielder. It bounces off the wall. Stone into second. He'll go in standing up as he drives in to Caden Johnson. Jonathan Stone picking up an RBI here in the late stages. Also his first hit of the ball game. A double for him. He leads the team already in doubles, adds another one. That ball was well struck by Stone. There's been 3 hard hit balls to each field of the outfield. Stone just gets his over the top of Takini out in left field. That ball out to right field now for Jet Black, and it's towards the line, but able to cover. Blake Loney will make the catch. That wraps up things here in the 7th. Docs add another run. They lead 14-4 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 3 outs away from getting a sweep of Klamath Falls on the road here tonight. Back after this 60-second break with the bottom of the 7th on 541radio.com and on 1490 The Score.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Well, with 14 runs here tonight, the Doc Stewarts have put up their largest run total in a game this season, eclipsing the 13 runs that they scored against the Corvallis Skirting Builders Marketmen back on June 9th. Noah Burke out there to finish this one off for the Docs. Cade Meisner in line to get a win. Garrett Campbell will bat. Campbell has a solo homer in this one. He is 1 for 2. He takes high from Burke. Campbell got all of the one that he hit. And now another well-struck ball going to find the alley out there in left center. Left fielder Garrett Zymet will come up with it. He did not get it cleanly, and Campbell will take second.
Second hit for him.
So that is misplay out in left field by Zymet. Turns a single into a double. A single with an error. So man into second base, Noah Huffman batting. He is 1 for 3 tonight. First pitch misses from Burke. A 1-0 count. Noah Burke came in the 6th inning, got a 1-2-3 6th against Klamath Falls. Ground ball, third base side, gets into left field. Campbell is up to third. Zymet comes up with it. He'll throw it back in. The runner holds at third, does not try to go around. Back-to-back singles for Klamath Falls, so they've got runners at first and at third. Nobody out. Doc's leading by 10 at the moment. Burke will face Scott Lewis, who's been hit by a pitch twice and walked. It'll be his first at-bat against Noah Burke, who misses high for ball 1.
Go!
1-0 delivery coming up. Lewis would like to find a different way on base, I think. 1-0 pitch. He swings and misses. He's been beaten twice, and both times were not necessarily pleasant ones. The second one, you could really see he was wearing it. Got hit on a bad spot on his arm and probably had a dead arm. He gets underneath this one out to right field on the run to Doran Gillespie. Reaching up, he can't get to it, just over the top of his head. 1 run will score. Heading into second goes Lewis, a double for him. Single, double now for Klamath Falls here in the 7th. 1 run comes in. Runners at second and third. 14-5 our score. Noah Burke trying to finish it off, but he's getting dinged up here in the 7th. He's still got a 9-run lead to work with, so still some ways to go. Gavin Graham will bat. He's 1 for 3. He's pitched and fouls it back. Graham has not been on base since the 2nd inning. Last time, he flew out to center field. 14-5 our score right now. Klamath Falls with more hits than the Doc Stewarts in this ball game at 10 total, but their 7 errors looming large. The 0-1 ducking out of the way. Gavin Graham takes high for ball 1. Doc's needing just 3 outs to get this one done and over with. The 1-1 from Burke. High and inside again, ducking out of the way is Graham. Dugout encouraging him to try and take that pitch for a hit by pitch. The 2-1, ground ball foul third base side. Gavin Graham will step back in with a 2-2 count against him. Noah looking for his first out. No automatic double play option with first base open. Out at second is Scott Lewis after his RBI double. The 2-2 fouled straight up and back. Right over the top of us here. Noah Huffman at third after he had a single. Scott Lewis at second with his RBI double. 1 run in already. Gavin Graham trying to drive in another. The 2-2, high and away, full count. Klamath Falls not giving in. They're up cheering this one on, trying to see if they can pull off the miracle comeback. Full count for Burke, and he gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout for Noah Burke. And fans, don't remember, you don't want to strike out when it comes to water for your home. Trust more well drilling, keeping Douglas County green since 1947. 1 out. Up to bat, Caleb Waits, the catcher. Burke, deep breath, fires first pitch outside. Runners both in scoring position. The second game verging, we're about at 2.5 hours on this broadcast. Pitch high, 2-0 count. Game definitely has gone about a little more than 2 hours for the actual game time, so long one here in the nightcap. The 2-0 from Burke misses. A 3-0 count now sitting there for Caleb Waits. Burke has given up 3 hits here in the 7th after a 1-2-3 6th. Fires one right down the middle for strike 1. Three balls and a strike with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. A ball fouled back on the 3-1. Waits. He's not waiting around for another pitch. He wanted that one, and he did not get it. 3-2 count. Ball fouled away. We'll do it again. 1 out. At third base is Noah Huffman. Second base is Scott Lewis. If they were to come in to score, they would cut the deficit in half, down by only 7. I guess it wouldn't cut it in half. They would just have half as many runs as the Docs. 3-2 pitch. That ball fouled away. Doc Stewarts will head to the hotel for a little bit of rest, and then I'm not sure our departure time tomorrow, but we play at 2, and it's about an hour and a half to get back to Medford. So ground ball, that was off his foot. They're not going to call a foul ball. The throw to first. Got him. The umpire says he didn't see it, and there's been no foul call. We'll see if they change this here. At the moment, it'd stand second out, and the other runners didn't advance. They all stayed put, so it would also save a run. So we'll see what the call is here. But Caleb Waits, I thought that looked like it clearly hit off his front foot, and he reacted as such, but batter's out. 6-3 the put out. Two down, top of the lineup. John Tacchini will bat. Still 14-5. So that one doesn't go in Klamath Falls' favor. Burke does get the advantage there, and he throws in high and inside, ducking out of the way. John Tacchini. Nobody in the dugout yelling out for him to take that one. Tacchini is 1 for 3 in this game. Hits one right back up the middle. That'll score at least one. Jet Black up with it. He throws to the cutoff man. They only get 1 out of it. Noah Huffman scores. Up to third goes Scott Lewis. And John Tacchini will have his second hit of the game. A comebacker right through the middle. An RBI single. Runners on the corners. 14-6 the score. 2 down. Noah Burke just needing 1 more. Caden Balanos will bat next. Balanos. I just cannot seem to get that name right for the life of me. Ground ball up the foul ball at the plate. Foul ball for Balanos. He is 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded into a double play back in the 4th. The 0-1, he's out in front of it. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Burke needing 1 more strike to wrap this one up. Docs would take the series here at home, on the road against Klamath Falls at home. The 0-2 outside. And we will continue. We'll see if we get a final score from Medford on that one, or at least a score update, as Medford looked to sweep Grants Pass tonight. They were ahead last we heard in Game 2. A 1-2. Balanos does not go around on it. The 2-2 ground ball to short, picked up by Johnson. His throw to first, scooped up by Jonathan Stone, and that will finish off the ball game. Doc Stewart's get it done as they pull off the sweep here on the road against the Klamath Falls Falcons. Final score in Game 2, 14-6. We'll go to the Roseburg Disposal postgame show and wrap it up for you after this 2-minute break on 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Well, a very good late evening, everyone. Welcome back here for the Roseburg Disposal postgame show. Let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal. Docs win Game 2 of the doubleheader, 14-6, on top of Klamath Falls after taking Game 1, 6-0. And Doc Stewarts go for 2 wins to start out league play, as they will go to 2-0 in Area 4 and 7-3 overall in the season. First 3-game winning streak for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts this season. So Docs look to try and carry that into a doubleheader tomorrow against the Medford Mustangs from North Medford High School. 14-6, the final score here. That is the most runs scored in a single game by the Doc Stewarts this season. So a nice one here tonight. They do take advantage of 7 errors in the game by Klamath Falls. Final numbers: 14 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors for Roseburg, 6 runs on 11 hits, and 7 errors for Klamath Falls. Klamath Falls took the 3-0 lead with 2 in the second and 1 in the third, but the Docs would score 8 in the 4th inning. 8 runs on 2 hits, 5 errors for the Docs there in the top of the 4th. They would add 3 more in the 5th to make it 11-3 at the time. Klamath Falls got 1 back in the 5th inning, made it 11-4. Docs added 2 more, though, back in the 6th. And then they were on top 13-4, make it 14-4 with another run in the 7th. 2 more runs in for Klamath Falls in the bottom of the 7th, as they would finish off the scoring 14-6. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get your final numbers. We'll look at the game recap, as that's brought to you by the News Review Sports section, where you can follow the Docs all season long in the print edition of the News Review. And they've got great coverage for you coming there in the print edition there. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the Roseburg Disposal postgame show on 541radio.com and on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Back here at Kiger Stadium, wrapping it up here with our final segment of the Roseburg Disposal post-game show. Let them make the run of the dump for you. Take a look at the final numbers for the Doc Stewarts. 1 for 3 for Caden Johnson at the top of the lineup. 2 for 5 for Doran Gillespie with 6 RBIs as he hits 2 3-run homers. 1 for 4 for Spencer Six tonight. 1 for 4 for Jonathan Stone. 2 for 4 for Griffin Levine with an RBI. And that'll wrap up Jacob Luther, 2 for 4 in the game with an RBI as well. Klamath Falls ended up with 2 for 4 tonight for John Tacchini at the top of the lineup with 2 RBI, 1 for 4 for Blake Loney. Gavin Graham was 1 for 4, 2 for 3 for Garrett Campbell with a solo homer in there. He gets the 1 RBI. 2 for 4 for Noah Huffman, 1 for 1 for Scott Lewis, and 2 for 3 for Caleb Waits at the bottom of the lineup as well. Pitching numbers, getting the win is Cade Meisner, 5 innings work, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. And taking the loss is Bailey Whitlock, 3 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned, 5 walks, and 1 strikeout. It's time now to name our Joe's Towing player of the game tonight, and it is going to be Doran Gillespie with 2 3-run homers in this game. He is your Joe's Towing player of the game. He came up clutch for the Doc Stewarts. Joe's Towing will come up clutch for you. Your towing professionals, that's Joe's Towing. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up here for us. We want to make sure that I do not get left behind. So we will talk to you tomorrow starting at 1:45 as the Doc Stewarts head to North Medford High School to take on the Medford Mustangs. We'll have the coverage for you here on the radio and online at 541radio.com as well. Hopefully you all had a great evening. We want to say thanks to the Klamath Falls Falcons for having us here at Kiger Stadium tonight. We want to say thanks to Jeremiah Robbins for allowing us to bring you another season of Doc Stewart's baseball here on 1490 The Score. Thanks to Cruz Ibanez back in the studio doing the radio production tonight. And thank to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast, because without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Kieran. We will talk to you tomorrow afternoon as the Doc take on the Medford Mustangs right here on Douglas County's home for sports, CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score. That was about as fast as I have ever done that.